Feel free to say it.
I'm gonna be the bigger person.
The listen, you ain't gotta brag just because your biceps are extra large now.
And
You ain't gotta put me down because your triceps out here saying hello to your biceps from the other side of your arm now. Come
don't for,
on.
don't forget the chest.
He said, don't forget that, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you joining us. Welcome to Dougal and Coach. This is Dougal,
uh, yo, what's up, everybody?
and I'm Coach. We hop on here every Sunday, almost every Sunday, to give y'all some good old home advice, and share some stories around health. You know, that's what we do. We're both on a health journey.
Yep.
Dugo and I have been at it for a couple of years now. Bro, when did we get started on this? Like, you know, we've been at it for a couple of years. I've been lost track. When we met first meet?
Oh man, we first met back in 2014.
Wow.
I'll say around fall that year.
Wow. Listen, I was in the gym. I spotted this young Jamaican brother across the gym. I said to myself as I was spotting him out here lifting weights. I believe he was deadlifting at the time. I said, goodness gracious, you give me that man 1 year, I get him into the NFL.
You actually walked up to me and said that. I remember that actually.
I said the calves on that man, it is you can't teach that. You
That's right.
can't teach that.
That's genetics for me.
And we've been grinding ever since. It's my
That's
brother.
correct. That's correct. That's correct.
Hey man, appreciate you, man. Level of dedication. I always say, man, give me consistency. I give you everything else. So it's always a pleasure to work with you, man. It's one of the most consistent dudes I know. And that's why we hop on the show, man. We
Hmm.
just out here because there's a lot of stuff going on in the world health-wise, man. I don't, you know, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of people struggling. And we just out here trying to show all y'all whether you are a father, a mother, a wife, a husband, you are in corporate America or you're an entrepreneur,
Hmm.
you know, you can get it done. You can get it done. Dougal, how you been, man? How's your week been?
It's been a very interesting week. I just came back from a
Psh.
just came back from a trip from Georgia. Went and had a mini family reunion, if you will, and it was nice, But the drive took a lot out of me. I was still, trying to keep up with my movements and whatnot. So physically, I'm tired, but work was smooth this week. Home was, smooth. My son is out here doing cool things. I don't know if you saw the post I made earlier. He was helping me juice today. Feel like a great proud dad, So had a single tear roll down my cheek this morning. Had to cut the video short.
If y'all haven't seen it, go watch this man's stories, man. I had his cute son. And I don't even use the word cute. You know, if you know me, you know I don't use the word cute, man. But I saw that. I said, oh, that right
Yeah,
there.
man.
That's the moment. All the hard work and
Yeah,
dedication parents be putting in, they put in for that moment right there.
big facts. Big facts. Just these are the
Uh,
small things, man. That's what really matters at the end of the day. Makes you
yeah,
really, really take things into perspective.
that's
Now I sound
beautiful,
like an
man.
old man for real.
Yes, yes, you do. It's all good though. It's all good. It's hard. We can be a
Uh,
little sentimental out here. It's all good. It's all
oh
good.
yeah, man. All is good though. All is good though.
So
How
you say
about
you went to
yourself?
family reunion, man. What does I've never had a family reunion myself. My
Hmm.
family is all scattered across the world, man. Give me one highlight from family reunion.
The one highlight I would say was just the little kids that we were been so far from all our other cousins, but the younger cousins interacting with each other like there was no time in between at all. I thought that was very nice. So
Word.
yeah, my son got to play with other cousins, and I was like, oh, look at this. Yeah, I brought back memories of the early childhood days playing with my cousins, so it was nice.
So the kitty table was cool. Is that what you're saying?
Kitty table was cool for sure, even
All
though there
right.
wasn't much of a table because they were running amok, but it was nice.
All right. All right. Bet.
Reconnecting was cool, man. I didn't realize how much time has passed since we saw each other, so
Mm.
reconnecting was nice.
Mm. Now I know, man. When you get together with family, there's a lot of conversation, particularly around how people have changed over the years. Any observations made about you and your transformation over the years, perhaps?
Oh yeah, you know what was interesting, and hopefully my family sees this. A lot of people did not necessarily comment about my weight loss.
Mm.
They did tell me I looked good, you know, and whatnot, but they were more concerned about my parents with my hair.
Oh, what? What? Anything you can share about that without getting in too much trouble with the family?
I don't think the dreadlocks is a winner for a lot of people.
God, this is crazy. Hey, listen, I'm gonna take a sidetrack right here to discuss this because I think a lot of people will be shocked to hear this. My man right here,
In a
coming from the
Jamaican
heart.
household.
There we go. Coming from the heart of Jamaica. Like when you think Jamaica, you think a couple of things. You think one, first and foremost, shout out the great Bob Marley. Secondly, you think ganja, most likely. Third, you might, that's truth. That's the truth right there.
Good
Third,
food.
you might think like, some good food, right? But
Hmm.
not long from there, you probably gonna think some locks.
Yeah, definitely.
So you're saying that it is not accepted and approved. You gotta give the people a little background here, because when I first heard this, I was not only shocked, I was also disappointed and saddened by this.
I have no idea why there's so much stigma around it. I mean, I may have to do some deeper research, but I just from my upbringing, it was just something that was frowned upon. And my parents definitely disapproved. My dad kind of accepted it now, you know. He'll still make a comment here or there, but every time I see my mom, you know, the first thing she says, "When are you gonna cut that thing off your head?"
So when you say this, you expand for a little bit. What do you mean disproved? Are we talking like everybody? Are we talking the older generation? Are we talking
Yeah,
in pop culture? Like, give us a little more.
mainly the older generation. Starting like I guess my mom's era and above. My dad and mom have a decent age gap between them, but um, yeah, older folks they definitely don't like it. I know none of my uncles really are fans, but my cousins and all their friends, including yourself, no one really has a problem with it. Um, Shoot, I actually get a lot of positive feedback, but it's just I think they're worried about how my parents may be perceived from the forces that be in society, you know, in the corporate world, police, law enforcement, so on and so forth. Worried about some sort of profiling and hindrance of success in the workplace if I look a certain way.
So in Jamaica itself, are
Hmm.
are are those with locks profiled, judged, stigmatized, and by who?
Well, I guess it depends. It depends on their what they're doing on a day to day, like their practices, because like the actual Rastafarians definitely do get stereotyped against for sure. But you know, someone I would say like my wife, who's you know was a career woman down there when she was still living there. You know, they wouldn't really have you know did any or stereotyped her. At least I don't think so. I'd have to you know get her kind of explaining that. But it depends on the lifestyle you're living for sure.
So speaking a little bit more generally, though, first and foremost, I mean, I'm not saying you're speaking for all Jamaicans here, but you are
Mhm.
my closest link, and probably a lot of folks who are listening here. If you are on Instagram, you are Jamaican.
Yeah, I
Pipe
want to
in,
hear.
pipe
I
in.
want
I
to hear
want
the
to hear.
feedback for real.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen, we might have your great wife on here. Hey, look, I mean, I want to put your name out here if you don't want your name to be out here. Madame, I'll just say that, if you want your name to be out here, you go ahead and comment. So, but are you saying, I want to be crystal clear on this,
Mhm.
man, because this is pretty mind blowing for me, and I don't want to take too much time. But are you saying that first and foremost, most people that think Jamaica, I'm gonna speak for a lot of folks out here,
Mhm.
thinking that everybody Rastafarian. You saying that's not true?
Nah, definitely not.
Okay, so like what percentage are we talking about here? Is it like 40? Is it like 5%? Like what are we talking?
I cannot give an exact percentage on who's Rasta and who's not, but a lot of it is centered around that same holistic lifestyle, though. You know,
Holistic lifestyle. So that's what
typical.
it means?
Well, you know, the typical Rastafarian, like who actually believes in the faith and practices, they do a lot of things that you know traditionally people don't do, with how they eat, how they how they pray, how they, carry out their day-to-day tasks. Like they do a lot of things more on the spiritual aspect of things. So
You know anything? How do they eat?
it's basically like vegan, plant-based. I wouldn't say fully plant-based, but they call it an ITAL way of living.
So no meat
Yeah,
whatsoever.
no meat.
Oh, okay.
And that you'll see like a lot of them, they don't really shave and so on and
Yeah.
so forth.
Okay, we got Rastafarians back home are judged by political parties, and to be fair, Rastafarians are also very judgmental. That's a comment. Fair enough. Fair enough. Everybody judging everybody. Fair
Yeah,
enough. I
yeah.
appreciate that.
It's the
Hey, if
human
you are
psyche.
Jamaican, chime in because I'm super curious here. So I mean, let's say like as in your generation, our
Mhm.
generation, right? As parents, are parents like parents typically don't want their kids to ascribe to the Rastafarian lifestyle, like it's frowned upon.
Yeah, it is, and I think, and I don't want to speak for everybody here, but there's like this stigma that they're like dirty, and they're like bums and stuff like that. And
Mm,
I don't necessarily think that's the case because, um, I don't know them personally, but I've seen a lot of Rastas, and they don't seem that way to me.
mm. All right. Well, I mean, you are a fairly open-minded individual, so maybe you just got a kind heart, sir. I mean,
Oh,
you know,
definitely. I'm a little bit different than a lot of people.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Hey, I appreciate you shedding a little light. Obviously,
Yeah,
you're not
yeah, yeah.
speaking for everybody here, but I think it's really interesting to note that I think a lot of people would be shocked. The first time I heard, I was like, "What?" Because when the world thinks Jamaica, and like I said, you think of Bob Marley, you think of
Shoot, in
ganja, you
schools,
think of dreadlocks.
in some schools, they don't even allow kids to wear dreadlocks at schools in Jamaica.
Wow, wow. Well, I guess this thing is deep, man. In every country, this thing is deep. This thing is real deep. I know this is true too for my country of Ghana, but we're not necessarily known for locks. But
Hmm.
if you look, if you have locks, you look a particular way. You're and you partake of the green plant. You are seen as a little bit of a hoodlum, a little bit of a
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so it's crazy because it's not even by skin color because we all dark, most of us at least. So it's more so like divided by societal structure. We got another comment here. It is frowned upon because they praise King Selassie, and he had his people hungry while using food to feed his lion. Goodness gracious. That's
That's
one
kind.
reason why we don't approve it. Wow. Goodness great. Okay. Listen. Hey, my Rastafarian is a Muslim in Jamaica's Christian culture. Go figure. Oh, okay. All right. Hey,
Interesting.
we got some comments coming. Hey, I appreciate y'all chiming
Yeah,
in. Like
facts.
I said, I'm
I like
I'm
the
here to learn.
dialogue. Amen. I
I'm
like
here
the
to learn.
dialogue.
I'm here to learn. I definitely had a lot. Back I had my hair locked. While a couple years back, and
Mm.
oh my goodness, the pressure alone. I gotta admit, the pressure alone had me buckling. Woo! I'm telling you, the looks and it wasn't. And I'll say this, and then we can move on here. The thing was, the pressure wasn't coming from our Caucasian brothers and sisters.
Mm-mm.
It was coming from those that looked like me. They were
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, and I think what it is, and let me get to the bottom of this real quick. I think what it is what you mentioned is that there's that fear of like, man, brother, why are you gonna set yourself up to be judged and put
Mm.
in up and potentially make life more difficult for yourself? Why would you do that? Blah blah blah. And I think people that look like me and you were projecting, especially the older ones that have seen a little trial and tribulation in their life.
Yeah,
They were
definitely.
they were projecting upon like, man, why would you make that more difficult for yourself, et cetera, et cetera. So I understand it. It's a little bit of concern. It's a little bit of like, you know, you know,
Prevent it. They just want to prevent something bad happening. I get it.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
even at even at work, people love mine here. They give me good feedback all the time, especially when my wife, shout out to her, does some fancy styles, and I feel like, okay, I'm looking kind of nice out here in these streets.
She is very nice. I am very jealous. I will
And
say that.
then I go on the same day, I get a lot of like, oh wow, your hair looks nice, da, 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 da. And then I go on video call my mom later on. It's like, oh, so She did something to your hair, huh? Okay.
Yo, that's crazy. You know, it's just
Shout
and
out to
guys,
you, mama. I love you. I just had to share.
we love you, mama. We love you. And this is interesting because it's funny because I was just recently, as you all seen, like I said, I cut my hair short, and I was just recently thinking about what to do with my hair recently, right? Because it's kind of, it's kind of like it's cool like this, but I wanted to potentially
Mm.
utilize the power of this here because not many people my age got the hairline that I got. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man, like, listen, you got to recognize what you recognize. Like, my hairline is strong. I'm coming for you, Uncle Jalen. I'm coming for you. You know, I'll take the number 6 or number 7 on the barbering chart. Like I'm saying, their
Yo, it
hairline
talks more
crazy.
often now. I see me wearing hard. Mine is going a little back on the right side these days. I'm like, nah, dog. I gotta hide it for a little bit.
Nah, you good, bro. You still got it. You still got it. But I'm just saying, man, I'm coming from the
Uh,
barbering chart. Y'all feel me? Hey, this hasn't been touched in weeks. Look at that.
that's a lie.
Strong.
Why are you lying to the people? You come on, big dog.
All right, let me say this. It hasn't been touched since 2 days before Thanksgiving. You're right. My fault.
Wow, that's still
My
a
fault.
decent amount of time. My jaw grew back in like 4 days.
My fault. My fault. My fault. Mine is mine all the way back. Nah, bro. Stephen A. Smith still got you. You good, brother. Stephen A.
Oh
Smith
yeah,
still
Stephen
got
A
you.
needs to give it up, bro. Shoot,
But I
low
was
key,
just saying. So I was
LeBron need to give it up too, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
who?
LeBron.
Oh, come on, leave my man alone. He a billionaire. You
Mm,
know, we're not going. We know when you got billies. When you got billies, they don't matter. Your hairline could be all the way gone. You still be all right.
that's true.
Shout out to LeBron. You ever want to come
They
on
say
the show?
right
We'll
is
take you in a
a broke
heartbeat.
person's problem.
Yeah, exactly. It's a direct correlation, negative correlation. Yeah,
Ah.
they got hairline money. That's right. That's right. Although apparently LeBron can't find a good doctor to fix his hairline. It's all good. We'll move on. Vote
Wow.
in here though. I got 3 options. You know what I'm saying? Keep the little mini fro rocking.
Mm,
Braid it up or lock it up. What should I do?
locks all day, man.
I'm
You
gonna
already know
let
my
y'all.
vote.
All right, we got locks from my partner over here. Put your vote in the chat, man. Help a brother out. Should I lock it, braid it, or just clean up the milling? Oh, we got you biased, brother. You buy 2 biased individuals that have locks saying lock it up. I need some unbiased opinion. I need some unbiased opinion. My brother said braid it. My
Oh,
middle brother said braid it. He said keep the options open.
he's too young. What does he know?
You know what? He knows the current taste, the current flavor.
We ain't worried about that.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. All right, with that said, let's go ahead and go back real quick. I mean, this is all related to health too, because I mean, you got mental health, you got the stress of the society, you got living against the grain, all that stuff.
Wait,
You know,
I was definitely surprised. Like I said, the last time a lot of these people saw me, I was pretty huge, and it was like a lot of those comments weren't like, "Hey, you look different," or da da da. I was like, "Oh, you got locks now, huh?" I'm like,
yeah.
"Word." But yeah, that was that was just something I caught. So let's not
It's
even talk about a tattoo. But anyway, let's talk about
no,
something.
no. Now you talking crazy. Now you're talking crazy because a whole different ball game
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah,
Whole
yeah,
different
yeah.
ball game. Anyway, brother, we are way over time. Guys, we usually hop on here every Sunday talking about health, real life stuff, kind of our journeys all the way through. Bro, let's leave him with this. My head Miggle falling out. Y'all be all right, Mr. Fullhead. Mr.
It's in a
Appreciate you. We're gonna be all right, Mr. Fullheader here. That's right. That's right. I'm
yo,
coming for
buddy.
you, Uncle Jalen. I'm coming for you.
I
He number
appreciate
5. I'm gonna be number 7.
I appreciate the comments whoever that person is thinking that we're funny.
Yeah, that's
I try my
hilarious.
best.
Yeah, that's hilarious. All right.
Appreciate it.
So we just finished up, bro. You and I in the group with a couple other brothers. We just
Mm-hmm.
finished the push to 100. And this is I want to get your experience real quick, but this is just to explain to you guys what we're talking about. This is a real simple concept. The CTM program as we have it has 3 to 4 different progressions, if you will, phases, right? And I believe that the this is what I has come up with over a decade of being in the health and wellness industry, specifically training, etc. Level one is very simple. Level one, everybody should be able to control their body weight in a horizontal position, both push and pull, vertical position, squat. So go 100 squat, 100 push, 100 pull, and then we want to go ahead and train that with time pressure, so that you control your body weight, building strength first and foremost, and then you control your body weight with strength under pressure, under load, under time pressure for cardiovascular endurance as well. So this is what we call level one. So 100 push. Again, it's 100 squats, 100 push-ups, and 100 row or pull, which could be a row. It could be a body weight row, a bent over row, some sort of row. Typically recommend body weight row if you can. And then cardiovascularly, we want to get that. We call it a 300 level one. We want to get that under 20 minutes, so that you're both not just strong, but you're also strong, and you can handle that strength cardiovascularly related under that. So that's young Dougal's been through all of the levels. Level 4, level 5 right now. So hey, bro, what do you have to say about level one, about the group? We just took through level one, building up to that. Anything you gotta share around that?
All right, so I'm gonna share 2 or 3 things. First one is, it's part of the journey. You can't just jump to level 3. Trust me. And you realize once you do get to like the upper levels that these movements all kind of feed into each other. And I remember when I first did my first 300, I barely even got to like 50 before this guy coach had to pull me off the ground. And and with just time and, as always, consistency, you build up the strength and just the endurance to get through it. And once you get that control and you can move on to the next levels, you realize, dang, I can do this. So it gives you like that extra to keep going. And when you have that full body control, I'm not gonna lie, I like picking up weights as much as the next guy. But there's just something about being in control of your body that makes me feel like I'm on the right path in my health journey. And yeah, so I'll say the bringing everyone up to speed on level one is a crucial step in getting to the next stage in your health. Just being able to control those positions.
I appreciate that. And you're hitting a lot of really key things right there, brother, especially since you've been through the levels. Guys, I think it's incredibly important. If you are starting or restarting, or you're in a place where you want to elevate your health journey, I think it's really important to build a firm foundation, then put up your walls, then put up your roof, and then go ahead and decorate the house, right? Building up from the foundation up with a strong foundation, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and then you go to level 5 while you're adding other aspects of your lifestyle is very important. So that's what we do here. I cut the noise. We really build to the foundation. We cut the fluff, right? We cut the fluff and we get straight to the foundation of movement. We get straight to the foundation of eating. We get straight to the foundation of a lifestyle that is going to get you both internally, right, metabolically healthy, externally looking your best, and then performing at a level that others will see and say to yourself, oh Lord, how did he do this?
Hey, a couple of years ago, Dougal didn't have these shoulders, okay?
Look at it. Man out here. Hey, man, before we leave him, give him one more flex for them. Give him
Oh
one more
man,
flex
come
for
on,
them.
man.
Don't do it. So,
You
ladies
know,
and gentlemen, that's it. We just broke the television screen.
consistency,
That's
everybody.
right. That's right. We appreciate you guys joining us. A little bit of a longer episode, but we were on a rolling, and we love spending time with y'all. So keep joining us every Sunday. We'll be here on Instagram, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Facebook.
Until next time.
Peace.